So I love the show Storage Wars, and because of that, I ended up watching all of the Storage Wars spinoffs so that you don't have to. And I'll tell you which ones are the best, which ones are the worst, so you know which ones you should watch. So apparently there was a Storage Wars France. I didn't watch it because I have a feeling the whole show is in French, so we're going to put that one as incomplete. Barry Weiss had a spinoff called Buried Treasure. This show is unwatchable. I put it at a 2 out of 10, and that's because I like Barry Weiss, so I gave it those 2 points. It is absolutely unwatchable, and that's why it only lasted 1 season. Storage Wars Miami. Well, I think this one was only 1 season as well because it was horrible. I give that one a 4 out of 10, mostly because there really wasn't anyone on the show to root for, and it wasn't as screamy as some of the other ones, but it just wasn't like, I don't know, it just wasn't enjoyable. Another show that really wasn't very watchable, and I think was also 1 season, was Storage Wars New York. What I think the producers said was they want to get the worst, meanest, angriest, screamiest storage buyers, and they wanted that to be a whole show of that, of New York. There was not only no one to root for, the whole show was just them bidding each other up and being horrible to each other, and isn't really what a storage unit auction is like. It was just horrible. They never really found anything amazing like they did in Storage Wars that takes place in California. I would just avoid it. I'd rate it a 4 out of 10. Brandy and Jared had a show called Married to the Job, lasted 1 season. And this show was okay. I mean, the whole premise of the entire show was, will they get married because they weren't married? The very last episode leaves on a cliffhanger of whether or not they'll get married. And then the show got canceled. So I would have given it a 7 out of 10, but because it's unresolved, the show just kind of ended, and it wasn't a great show anyway. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. Then there's Storage Wars Canada, aka Northern Treasures. I give that one a 6 out of 10, mostly because there actually are some people on the show you can root for, and it was enjoyable to watch. So that's one that if you're looking for a spinoff, I think that'd be the second best spinoff they did. The best Storage Wars spinoff, without question, was Storage Wars Texas. So it had a guy named Victor, who was a great buyer, but it had Ricky and Bubba Smith, the 2 big guys. They were excellent buyers, but it also introduced us to Mary Padian of Mary's Finds. Mary brought a whole new element because when Storage Wars Texas went off the air, she went over to the one in California. She was cute and funny and added a whole new fun vibe to the show. So that's why I give them a 7 out of 10.